And welcome. Another deck creation session, this time, as you saw, Adamantine Pangolin. So as you can see up on the screen, I actually threw something together, and I figure we can go through, talk it out, because as you know, this probably won't be the final thing you see on stream. It may change, or maybe another version. We may add another color. I don't know. But for now, I'm thinking something along these lines where we do Pangolin, you have the Traveler. Obviously, it's in Rakano colors. Overclocked Sentinel, I figure, could be interesting with this. Because all the relics, we do have 16 of them, right? Stormhalt, Longbow, Sword of Icaria, Blitzstone, I thought was an interesting one. Especially charging Magniventris or Pangolin could be pretty sweet. Charging Overclocked with double damage could be interesting as well. And then, of course, you got Big Svetya. And then I thought, and I made sure and I looked. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I mean, she will buff all units, right? Because all the units are Justice. Either Mono Justice or, Rakano colors. So I thought that was kind of a good thing. And like I said, we only got the 2 Plea for aids, so it's not like it's something we're heavily relying on, but it could be used to cheat out, a big Svetya, maybe early on, depending. And then you got in the market a couple more weapons with the Catalyze, Hammer of Glory. I thought Rise of Challenge was an interesting choice. So we could grab, weapon or a unit. Harsh roll, it's harsh roll and halo tip. Now, I will say I've considered dropping Foxfang and trying, I don't know, something else like a Icaria. Icaria is just a good one too, right? And for Rakano, people are like, where's Icaria? I didn't fit her in, but I could see us totally putting her in there, instead of probably the Foxfangs, maybe going with just the Hammer of Glory, since we can use it to take out sights. Like I said, I went through and I was like doing something like this basically. So we got Waystones in there, right? I only have 3. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe it should be a 4th. I can't remember why I didn't put 4. Actually, we probably should make that 4, right? Oh, it's because of the seats. The seats are probably messing that up. And maybe we can't run seats in this. So maybe that's what we have to take a look at. We got the Crest, the Cylix, Insignia. I mean, maybe instead of seat, those are tomes, most likely. I'm thinking. And we still can. I mean, we still can fit the sigils in here. Because, I mean, maybe research lab. Maybe one research lab. Which one's Shugo? That's 5 cost, 4/1 charge seems bad. Yeah, like I said, none of these. If I was to use any of these other ones, I would maybe consider 1 Justice Sketch for 1 Sigil, maybe. But it doesn't excite me. So, why are these different? Why is it? Why did it do that? But again, like I said, I went back and looked for armor. Because we did do a Plea for A deck, and we used some suspect shit in that to get armor. I think like Noble Protector. I think we had Roland's Favor even in it. I think we even put this dude in. Like, it was just, you know. Tax Collector could be interesting. But I have to craft them, one. And two, you know, is he that good? Debatable. You pay 5 to double your attack. I mean, that could be pretty sweet. Like I said, maybe Jade Horn. I think he was in here originally. Like, I just started grabbing units. I think Jade Horn was one of the last cuts we made. But like I said, he just, we had to make cuts somewhere. I think we went. I mean, we do have a lot of 4s. That's just how it is. Because I think they're all pretty solid. I mean, I guess out of the 3 of them, Clocky here would maybe be quote unquote the weakest. But I mean, Magniventris, you have to have that, right? Traveler's pretty nice. I even had, I think, 2 of these in there, and again, I cut them just because they felt a little awkward. I even consider like a toolbox approach with maybe a couple of like one-off weapons, since we're running Rise of the Challenge in the market. Something like a great sword would have been one. The great sword would have been one. I'm trying to remember the other one. Oh, Age-Worn Vestige would have been the other. I think there was one more. I mean, you always consider Runehammer and Monarch Cloak, right? Baisho would have been another one. But at the end of the day, I had to cut a bunch of stuff, so that's kind of what I came up with. So we're kind of light on spells, but most of our removal is the weapons. The only other thing I considered was Pisto for the market. I think he was one of the last cuts. I think I ended up cutting him for the weapons. Now, we probably don't need Pisto and both. Like, we probably don't need Foxfang and Hammer of Glory. So, I mean, we could probably get rid of one of them. I would assume maybe Foxfang. I just think it'd be amazing to toss that on and get rid of like all your Dyke Rose and all the other Cancer Relics that the Cancer Relic deck plays, you know. But I guess at the end of the day, that's what Halo Tip's for, right? So I'm still going back and forth on this. This is, and you may see Pisto in the final version. You see played on stream, because I kind of like that's the one thing we really don't have in this deck. There's there's no draw in it at all. Like there's no draw. So that might be something that you see change as well. Is maybe probably Foxfang would come out. Pista would be in. And then we'd have to look for some draw options, which in these colors aren't great. Sexy T-Rod's nice, but kind of expensive and doesn't really fit in with what we're doing. I feel like it's probably going to be Surveying the Rift. Would probably be it. I could see Catalyze as well, but again, the problem is, okay. I mean, I guess Torch would go for Catalyze, most likely. So it's going to be down probably between Catalyze and Rift there, as far as which one we go with, Catalyze or Surveying the Rift. I guess probably Torch would go. Because again, Condemnation's removal, but it also goes with what we're doing. Granted, if the unit's Aegis, it doesn't really help. But the whole, the double damage thing is not the worst, especially if you get it on any of our weapons or units. Blitzstone, I'm not sure of, I'll be honest. Again, that may change in the version you see on stream. I mean, maybe we should put another unit in here, go up to 28 units. Or it should be another, maybe it's another weapon. Like maybe that's another relic weapon, Or a way to get relic weapons back from the void. There's that too. Maybe it's something as simple as a miner's musket. Magebreaker, I mean, that's interesting. It's a little bit of a disruption. What is that? Jawbone. Not horrible. Phoenix Hammer seems interesting to me. If we had more spells, I would kind of want to try that. But we don't have the spells to support it. Because I've always wondered what a Phoenix Hammer deck would look like with weapons and stuff, I think it would be very interesting. Especially with when you buff it and it gets destroyed, if you notice, it has all that armor and all that attack. So if you play it back from your void, it's going to be buffed again. So, do we want it? I mean, Pangolin would be interesting with that, and maybe that's another version of this deck. You will see. I mean, maybe that's one we throw together right now. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see. So if we do, we're gonna do Pangolin. I think it was a hammer, right? It was Phoenix Hammer. The Phoenix Hammer. It's a little expensive, but we'll throw it out there. Okay. All right. So armor. So maybe we would go with Roland's Favor now, because we're kind of looking at spells. We probably want that. Grit Warp. Ugh, that's shitty. We have to have a limit, right? We're gonna take Magni. It's like, I think in this version we don't want Plea for an aid, right? We want the armor to build up. Maybe we want, maybe Sights would help. Well, yes, there's third and a turn. So that's the thing. So it's third and a turn. All right, so we're definitely gonna do. See, a lot of these are just really bad. What does this even do? You have a Sentinel. You have a Valkyrie gain of 5. Pay 4 to get 5 armor. Get the fuck out of here. Kill damage to an enemy equal to your number of units. You gain that much armor. No. That seems kind of bad too. Yeah, so there's nothing really. I guess we're gonna put that in. Yeah, so it's not the greatest right now. So, all right, let's grab our merchant. We're probably, I assume we're gonna. It looks like we're gonna stay Rakano for this, right? I didn't see any armor stuff that was like that blew me away. Goes in there. I mean, let's look. There is some relic weapon stuff in Shadow. I already looked through. Primal has a couple things, but they're not really great, right? I mean, Garrote is a thing, but you really do that when you're playing, what's her name, right? So, I mean, Null Blade's not horrible. Just comes Daisy to say hi. I mean, nothing here is really amazing, so probably still put that in the market. I feel like maybe we do Traveler. Maybe Pistos in the main? That's probably horrible. Good old Svetya. So we want big Svetya. Or you know what? Maybe big Svetya's market fodder here, right? I mean, Unbreakable Alliance is 12 armor. That's trying to get playing that on the Phoenix Hammer's pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Maybe we just want small Svetya here. I mean, that's all we want. Like I said, we're already out of spots, really. I could put Longbow. Like we again, now we're really running out of spell slots. Unless our only weapons are going to be like maybe hammer, and something else. So we're looking for what Halo tips. Market. Huh. Maybe we can't run longbow, so maybe it has to be hammer and plating. So there's a way. Isn't there a card? I know there's cards that like deal 1 damage to top unit or weapon. I thought there was one that the top the top draw a weapon from your void. It and each weapon in your deck gets +1. So it becomes a 5/2, which is Dragon Forge could be interesting, but again, it's like 3 or less. Your other units of weapons have +2. Top unit or weapon. Yeah, see, it's top unit or weapon. Top unit or weapon. Maybe we want Watchwing support, but it's, yeah, we don't. I don't think we have enough attachments for that, right? Like we're gonna want more, but so we don't want that because we're gonna want. We want to play it for free, so we want the spells, right? Which we only have 2 spells. That's not gonna. That's not gonna really cut the mustard here. I mean, he seems kind of bad. So weapon your choice from the top 7 of your deck and give it 1/1. He gives it 1/1. Yeah, these seem all kind of shitastic, honestly. We need spells, so good old tried and true torch. And like I said, we're already over cards, so we're gonna end up cutting probably a bunch of these. Probably Pisto's gonna go. I love me some Pisto action. Maybe he goes market again. Like I said, we're trying to find that balance, right? Where we want to get some buffs on the weapon, but have spell. I mean, maybe we go with like almost a unitless deck. Maybe Pangolin and like one other unit or something, you know? Maybe that's what it is. It's Pangolin, maybe Magni, and the rest are like spells and some attachments, and we do run Watchwing support, possibly. That could maybe work. Could be kind of odd. I mean, we kind of lose out on a little bit of buffage here, but now we can do Longbow maybe. So we can go for actual attachments, right? What attachments maybe would we want? Let's just turn on the crafting. I mean, maybe we want simple things like Miner's Musket. it does take out a plunk. That's nice, simple, you know. Corrosive Dagger, if we're running more units, could be interesting. It's just a delaying tactic, basically. I don't hate Mage Breaker, again, as a way to disrupt our opponent a little bit. I'm gonna throw Miner's Musket in there. Heavy artillery is not horrible, but again, so we're just looking for some attachments that make sense. Maybe we would diminish. Counting room could be interesting. It's kind of crappy, but maybe one or two of it. Units and attachments can't leave the void. Again, it doesn't help because we are looking for. I mean, is that enough attachments? That's 20 attachments. I think that's good. So maybe we want these last 6 cards are going to be spells, right? So what spells are we looking for, basically, you know? Is it something to buff our weapons, like an agile strike? Maybe a temper. Top unit weapon gets +1/+1. Not horrible. One of your units cards was silenced, stunned, or negated. That's what we're looking for. Probably a draw, right? I think there's a Roland's one, isn't there, that draws a card? Gives the top weapon in your deck something. And draw a card, I believe. Or Inspire. I thought it was. I don't know if that's Roland on there or not. So the rest of these are kind of mediocre. Maybe we want to Touch of Purities. Imagine giving the hammer lifesteal would be pretty sweet, right? Giving one of your units lifesteal. Maybe that's it. So that gives us 18 spells, 20 attachments on our 12 units. So maybe it's something kind of weird like this. We're gonna go with that. Grab those. Grab the tomes. We want hammer. That. We probably want a couple sigils, I guess. It's mostly justice, so we do something like that. That should be I think that should be good. So maybe we try something like this as well. So I don't know if this will work, but I just kind of, like I said, just sitting here with you guys. I thought about, well, hey, this could be interesting. Because if you're, like I said, when a relic weapon goes to the void, if it was buffed, if you notice on the card in the void, it shows the new armor and attack. So it's like, there's a way to keep playing it for free. Why not? Right? Keep playing it back. When you play your third spell in a turn, you draw it back. And then we got Miner's Musket. Maybe we get it reduced by 2. Maybe not, but it's worth a try. Especially if we could hit it maybe with the Touch of Purity. Give it some lifesteal. Get maybe a Watchwing support buff or 2 on it. It could be interesting. I want to give it a try. So this is probably one of the decks, unless during the play testing it's horrible. So there's this one and the first one you guys saw with the 2 Plea for an AIDS with a lot more units, like 24 units I think we went with there, and only maybe 8 spells, if that. So yes, we'll play test these throughout the week, and then hopefully they do. If they do well enough, then you guys will see them on the Saturday, July 29th, 2023 stream. So, like I said, until then, hope you guys have a good one, and later. Bye.